One.
Hey, this is TTG here, bringing you the prep for week. Well, no, not week. But bringing you the prep for the playoffs against HCon 3. And yeah, we're going to be doing this prep a little bit hardcore. And let's just go right to the counter. Well, right to what I expect. So this spread isn't necessarily what I expect, but I'm expecting kind of a bulky will wisp Zard set. I just think it does pretty well against my team. A lot of my mods hate will wisp. It does pretty well against Cortana. Um, it overall puts a lot of work in against a team like I have. I don't really have good switching in four blitz other than Oloma Moa, and I could see like a sub D dance set, a D dance set. There's a lot of sets I could see. He has a pretty good matchup, so there's a lot of sets that will work. But I think that a bulky Willis set is the one that will come. Um, Unfortunately, I do not have the Hive document up, but from what I brought, you can kind of tell a lot of the things that beat Zard don't like taking will wisps, so it's really just just a pain in the ass to deal with for me. Um, and then you could have something. I think he'll have something like a defogger to support Zard. So I think that his defogger will be Rotom Wash um, with Thunderwave because my team kind of hates Thunderwave. This set kind of is bad against Heliolisk, but other than that, is a really solid set. And he might not really expect Heliolisk all that much. It's not that great. So I feel like this set does pretty well against my team. I do have a Shaman, which this also doesn't do very well against. But again, I think he'll expect Nizard to be able to handle Shaman pretty well. Um, just being a bulkier set, he doesn't really have to worry about very much, you would think. So then Superior, I just kind of expect an offensive set. This like three attacks, synthesis, lefties, maybe he'll run like there's a couple sets he can run. Superior has a lot of sets I think that are different that he can run in this game. He might not bring it even. I'm not really sure about Superior. That's definitely a mon I have to watch out for the most because I think it's the most threatening mon on his team. Because of the variety of sets that actually is able to run. Now, not that I think all of them are going to come. I actually don't, but it's very potent, on what he can do with it. So then Jirakian, which does not have a lot of sets he can run, I think it's going to run like a dual dance sweeper with just Rock MZ, which with an SD, this thing pretty much can knock out anything with the Z move, including like Momoa, which is absurdly bulky. So it has to play around protect and switching out and a bunch of other things. Ultimately, I think it's still fantastic against my team, and he'll end up bringing this. Um, so the next thing I had was a choice specs Greninja. So what I got in the mock, I mocked with Junior Sniper 45, was U-turn specs Katana, but I don't really expect this. I expect the Water Shuriken to be able to knock out the Blaze with 3 hits on it. Just pretty easy. Um, Check, revenge kill, Blaze, and you wouldn't really need Pursuit Snorlax so much because I can, I'm more likely to play around that. Uh, so I kind of expect a Specs Greninja. And then my last one I think he's going to bring is a Cobra Berry, which is for Cortana and Tyranitar. Um, Offensive rocks, Palisand, which just kind of that actually is really good against my team. I don't have great switch-ins to stab moves other than Olomomola, who actually, believe it or not, Palisand 2-hit KOs Olomomola. Um, and that I was kind of surprised by, standard Olomomola. So going into that, how I decided to go against what I expected, I decided first off, what I saw in mock, by the way, was a pretty offensive Rotom Wash. set, which I didn't really think was very likely, but okay. I mean, against the team that I brought, it wasn't that bad. So, I mean, I don't really think it was the best bring though. Anyways, it's just a good mon. It's able to set up rocks if it needs to, if it's about to die. It can explode as well. And explosion can just do huge damage to mons like Rotom Wash. I think it actually knocks out majority forms, but he just happened to be the right form. I think Rotom Wash can be especially defensive because of Blacephalon. So explosion will knock that out. Earthquake hits most of the mons really hard, and U-turn is really good for superior, and just in general, it's a nice move to have to be able to get some chip on. Um, I really like that. So, and then I got Reuniclus with a Cobra Berry right here. Energy Ball, Calm Mind, Psychic, and Recover, which this can just kind of stay pretty strong, and deal with Greninja bar flinches, which actually happened in the mock. Um, and Psychic hits the majority of his team. I do not expect Metagross whatsoever. If he brings that, I'm a little bit afraid because Metagross was bad against a huge portion of my team. So, but ultimately, this mon is just a beast, and it shreds his team. Really, Uniclus is the best mon against his team, flat out. And his team is very weak to Toxic, by the way. The only thing I think that he could bring that it is immune to Toxic is Wheezing. I really don't think anything else has the opportunity to come. So the next mon is another Scarf Norvern. I love Scarf Norvern actually because stupid setup mons, like Zardex and Haxorus, those dragons, they can't set up on my Omomoa like subs because if they do, then they're threatened by the Scarf Norvern just breaking their sub with Infiltrator, and boom, it's over with Draco Meteor. So it sets up a lot of 50-50s on them, whether or not the subber, whatever. And ultimately, I mean, this is a great mon for that purpose. I think it pairs very, very well with Omomoa. And whenever I play dragons, it becomes a lot better than it normally would. Shadow Ball is just for the Metagross, and then I believe here's another mon that I actually expect. Um, yeah, Paleosand is kind of helps, and Yuxi could come too, so it's pretty nice to have Shadow Ball. This mon, I have Toxic and Earth Power on this to be able to hit. I have Psychic to hit the Wheezing. Earth Power is nice because that Occaberry gives Charizard gets enough recoil from the damage that it deals to Shaman through the Occaberry that Earth Power will knock it out, and that's a huge thing for me. I just that's huge, and that's probably the most awesome way I could knock out Charizard. Is he just goes in on Shaman and he clicks Flare Blitz. Now, if he Dragon Dances, I'm a little bit screwed. But I still have Norvern in the back if he decides to just knock out my Shaman. And I think if he's a bulky set, he won't knock me out really with the Flare Blitz, even at +1. If he's a bulky D-Dance. And if he's not D-Dance, then which I don't expect D-Dance, I'm completely fine. So, but I do have D-Dance as an option. So this mon is kind of cringe, but Toxic is very good against his team. I just like Alomomola in general. Wish Protect, Regenerator, deals with a lot. Miracle is solely for the superior. This is just meant to beat the mons that can be toxic. So I'm gonna wrap this video up, and I'm gonna get a part 2, and